Hello friends, this is Terry with Tillin's Place. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here and I appreciate your support because you guys know that I've struggled with stamping, and so for the longest I wouldn't stamp, but along came Susan. She's the host of Stamp Play and she's also the host of Stamp With Us with Thelma Hall. So in support of their channel, I decided, well, this is a good time for me to practice. And I have, you guys. I have been practicing. Let me show you. I found these in my Christmas bag. I'm doing a Christmas swap. And I said, oh, look at these. And look, they are die cuts with a stamp. How cool is that? Gingerbreads, Christmas trees. And I'm so proud of myself. I did stamp. And guess what I did? Susan, you would be so proud of me. I used green ink and stamped with it on green paper. Susan does that. And then this one I decorated with stickles. And I just made a bunch. And this green is from this green cardstock is from Stampin' Up. It's nice and thick. Really thick, you guys. Feels good. Now, these were monsters because I have big fingers. And trying to glue these luckily, the die had a bunch. Like, it was about so big. And then all these little squigglies were there. And then later on, I found it had a dot thing. But I didn't want a black dot. You would have to do it in white ink, right? So the die, I laid it down too. And I said, well, too bad. I used my gel pencil, which was fine. And then it had a die for the bow. It has a stamp too, but who wants a black ink on red paper, right? So I just used the die and made a girl. I had to have a girl. And some of these, I did stamp good, except he looks like he's drooling, doesn't he? Because look what I did there. I was kind of squishing it too much. And then here's the snowmen. And I just decided, let me color them because it's just all white. It needed some color. Some of the hats I did in black. Well, one. And then they have different scarves around the neck. So let me show you what I made with them because I didn't want to just stamp. It's nice to have these. I have another. Oh, I used it. I'm going to share with my swap partner. I made some 3x3 cards with the matching envelope. I added stickles to the little snowflakes and put a little whatchamajiggamon. I used scrap cardstock. I should probably cut that part so it doesn't. This was a little heavy, so when it got folded, it kind of, worked itself up. But it's EcoPark paper. And I thought this was so cute with the penguin. These are little doodads. They stand out in texture. A little heart for the topper of the tree. This is one of those die cuts that, it's not die cut, Terry. One of those embellishments that I got from Michael's a long time ago. I'm surprised the glue still held up. But you would get like 9 in a pack. And then I used the gingerbread. And it's got 2 candy canes, again, a pack from Michael's. And they would be like $5.99. Michael's would have them for 40% off. Those were the days, But yeah, that's what I made for those 2 collabs. Head on over there, hit that hashtag and see what other people are making. And Susan and Thelma, thank you for hosting this. I'm really proud of my stamping because I don't get a good impression he's drooling, but I'm getting better. Wait until you see the next video. And that's what I'll do is see you in the next video. Happy crafting. No, happy stamping.